And Paul, welcome to our interview.
Taika, it's a pleasure to have me. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling very good, thank you.
Let me say Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe, yes.
I made the effort, you see.
Tēnā koe.
There's a Maori tribe in the north side of Dublin, so my dialect isn't up to scratch, but I'm trying.
The long lost tribe that we've been missing for so many years that live up in northern Dublin. Yeah.
I did feel a resemblance, but.
Yeah, absolutely. We the Māori were once called when the missionaries came to New Zealand, they thought the Māori were the lost tribe of Israel.
Interesting. I have to say,
no joke.
For Thor, we've already established from Flight of Conchords that Aussies and Kiwis can't be in the same room together. So how hard did you try to get Chris Hemsworth thrown off this film?
It was very difficult. We shot in Australia, and really, mainly it's the accent, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like having it's sort of like having a kind of a jar full of rusty nails shaken inside, next to your ear. For 10 months I endured that accent, and but look, such is the job of the director, to put up with
But you got
obstacles like that.
But you
in
got
the
your
pursuit of art.
And you got your revenge by shaving him like a sheep, and
Yeah, well, I think if you look closely, there's little lines on the side of his head, which I like to think that it says, on one side it says N, and the other side it says Z.
Now I have to look at my notes here because this is very important.
You don't have to. You don't have to. If you
I do.
Don't
this
want
is the most important one.
I'm
Jeff
not making
Goldblum
you do anything.
Described you as handsome, stylish, and brilliant. He had 3 words to describe you. You do love that, don't you?
Handsome, stylish, and brilliant, in that order.
Indeed. It's a pondering one. And the film, how hard did you find it between maintaining this tone of all your crazy comedies before and also balancing the big budgets? Because were you always conscious that, Christ, this is like the biggest spectacle I'm going to do, but you're also still flying into the devil's anus, between balancing that mix?
Well, when you enter the devil's anus, the one thing you have to have in your mind is, at some point, you will find the exit out the devil's mouth.
I never thought about that. That's what makes a real superhero, the courage to just
At some point you're going through the bowels, you go through the small intestines, large intestines, through the stomach, through the I want to say the word tract.
And then we reach
trachea.
To reach Valhalla.
And that's out the mouth into Valhalla.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've come for. It's main event time.
But you're a superhero yourself in this film. Is it true that Korg, you based it on bouncers from back home?
Yeah, because back home the bouncers are giant Polynesian dudes who you stand outside the nightclub, and when you go up to the door, and there's huge, tough exterior, but on the inside they're very delicate and very gentle, very soft souls, and very caring in a way when they're beating you up. Sorry, man, we're at capacity tonight. Yeah, you can't come in. Your shoes are too casual, and try again tomorrow night. But it's just something about that combination. It makes you not want to fight them.
It's so charming. You just have to go along with them.
Like
even when they're breaking your legs, you have to I'm sorry, sir, I'm inconvenienced you.
I feel like it's just sort of like a trap. It's sort of like it's like a Venus flytrap. The sweet nature of their inside draws you in. And you say, oh, I can take this guy, and then those large arms come and crush you.
I have to ask. We mentioned your biggest fan, after me, Jeff Goldblum, obviously. What was it like directing him? Because watching the film, this is an adjective I'm going to invent. He's full Goldbloomy. Did you literally just point the camera and say, "Have at it," or was that kind of meeting of the minds?
He's gone full Goldblum. He went there. Yeah, pretty much. I would say that with him was the least amount of directing I did on the film was the scenes with him. It was more just I just sat down and we've got 45 minutes. I'll just listen to Jeff talk and see what happens. He's very receptive to new ideas and line suggestions and dialogue suggestions, stuff like that. So I would sit about this far away, where you are, and just throw lines at them and say this, say that.
Is there one sequence in particular that you're most proud of? Because it does really keep the tone of all One for the Wilder People, What We Do in the Shadows, Boy. Is there one in particular you loved the most?
Yeah, I love the. For a start, there are a lot of scenes that hopefully on the DVD will be extended versions of these scenes. So my favourite scenes are actually the long versions of what's in the film, where the joke just goes on far too long, and then it becomes not funny, and then becomes funny again, and then not funny, and then funny. But the thing that's turned up in the film, I really love when he melts his cousin. I also really love when he's when Thor and Banner are on the steps of the in the street, just talking. And Thor's trying to convince him to come to Asgard, and Bruce just wants to go home. But what's great about that is they're just really like it's very alive. You know, they're kind of making it up on the spot, and I've never really seen that in superhero movies.
Now it's very interesting moment in your career. I know you've got like you're linked to the Kira, and also the one I love to know is Werewolves.
Yeah.
What's the status on that, mate?
Werewolves, I think we've written 3 pages over the last 2 years. So
Productive as usual with your
you do the math. Well, the first one took us years. It took us about 6 years to do. This one, we're hoping will be a lot quicker. Actually, after this, I think we're going to try and get together and carve out some time to actually finish the script.
Is there any other properties? I know you nailed this one that you'd love to do, because everyone, when I said, "Oh, meeting Taika," said, "Oh, you'd be perfect for like Star Wars or something like that." Would that be something you'd be interested in, or have you thought about much?
I would love to. I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in Star Wars. The thing about it, though, is it feels like by the time I would be offered anything in the Star Wars universe, it'd be like episode 42, and it would just feel kind of like. Wouldn't feel very special to me.
Well, we had Tamura Morrison in there, we get some more Mary.
Oh yeah, they get another Maori stormtrooper in there.
Well, I have to say, man, you absolutely killed on this one, and I do have a gift because I'm such a huge fan. It's a philosophical present.
Oh, so
because
it's an idea.
It ties into Hunt for the Wilder People. Now, through one door, we've got Fanta, we've got Doritos, and we have burger rings, which I don't even know what they are. I think crisps, I presume. Kiwi crisps.
Yeah.
And on the one door, you've got like cheeses and vegetables and stuff. So on that note, I'm going to give you crisps. So keep going to that door, mate. There you go.
Some potatoes.
Which you were here the last time, I remember.
Wait a minute. Is this interview just a commercial for your chip brand that you've started?
Oh, you're on to me. It took you 8 minutes to figure that out, yeah?
Eat taters. They taste like taties. But a bit more
it's a good thing you're directing, mate. You're just a horrible
spokesman.
Just a horrible spokesman
for potatoes.
Yeah, right.
We're putting together a team.
This team of yours, has it got a name?
Yeah, it's called the Revenges.
Revenges?
I mean, we don't have to have a name. We could have no name.